And hello, movie lovers, and welcome to the show. Welcome to our neighbors watching trailers reaction videos. With me, I have always my good friend
Charlie, hello.
and today we are reacting to the Kingsman prequel movie. I haven't seen any of the trailers. I don't know what to expect or anything like that as to what this prequel film is actually setting up. But I can tell you this: I am excited. I do like the franchise and stuff like that with the first film and stuff like that. Second film, not so much, but maybe this might actually be some redeeming qualities with this movie. But I am excited for the Kingsman. I definitely like the aspect of the Kingsman and what it represents and stuff like that. So let's see what we have.
I, on the other hand, have seen a ton of trailers for this movie from like whenever they wrote. This was supposed to be. This is another one of those movies that was affected by COVID. Supposed to be out last year in 2020. Kept seeing trailers for it. I've seen so many trailers for it. I'm like, please don't spoil the whole movie because I've seen so many of these and I was already sold on it. But I think it's getting to the point I'm trailered out for this because I know what to expect.
Okay. Red band trailer. Nice.
Our guest of honor, Rasputin.
Our guest of honor.
I'm looking for someone who can help me gain an audience with the Tsar. Perhaps you could be of assistance. I only make decisions when my stomach is full or my balls are empty. Well, thank God dinner is being served. Small things can grow into big problems. We are the first independent intelligence agency. While governments wait for orders, our people take action.
Welcome to the club.
You're going to need a suit. Very clever.
Nice.
Dance.
Ooh.
Stop fucking about! Fuck this gentleman's shite! I'm cutting off calling you.
Ooh. Dang it.
We shall see.
Nice. I definitely liked this trailer, to be honest with you. I like this red band trailer. I liked how it opens up where you have this other new character that they're introducing into the prequel films and stuff like that. He walks in, everybody knows who he is, kind of, but still you don't know what he's up to. And then all of a sudden he just breaks into the whole entire with the crucifix, with the knife and everything. I like the stunt work with it. I like the humor with it. It has that Kingsman vibe that I loved from the first film, which has me sold on it. Also, too, I also definitely liked the dialogue that was coming out of the characters and things like that. This movie looks fantastic, to be honest with you. It was to me, the cinematography on it is great, especially whenever you look at the action sequences, the stunt works and stuff like that they've done with it. And like I said, my other favorite thing that they have is the sword fighting, and then of course they actually cheat by having the gun in there and everything as a way to kill somebody. I thought that was cool. Then also too, decapitating somebody else's head and coming in there. I like that. This movie has me sold on this Kingsman movie as a prequel. So if they learn from the mistakes from the second film and everything, I'm totally on board with this. But as a Kingsman fan of the first two films and everything, and you watching these trailers, does this actually excite you even more with the red band trailer?
I mean, I was gonna go try to see it anyway. However, I think the release date is not good for it because I think there's a lot of stuff coming out. It's a jam-packed month. Like December 17th, Spider-Man. December 22nd, The Matrix 4. And you got other stuff coming out, and that I see this getting delayed.
I can see it being pushed back to probably, to be honest with you, I would love to see it in February, like they did with the very first Kingsman movie, because it makes more sense for it to be released in February, where there might not be something coming out that much, opposed to December 22nd, where you actually have the same opening day as The Matrix and everything too. So that's the thing that I'm worried about, is The Matrix and Matrix versus the Kingsman
And
movie.
they're both R-rated.
Right.
And
But
Spider-Man too. You got the Spider-Man crowd too. That's the problem too. Let me just get the official what else is coming out December 22nd, but
Okay.
it's jam-packed.
while you're doing that, I want to mention this too. I feel like maybe if they pushed it back to like a November release date, maybe before James Bond comes out, I think it might actually work out in its favor. I think that could actually work rather than in February, because at least then we'll see it in 2021. It won't be 2 years after the release, prior to the pandemic.
Let's see. Yeah. Let's close that. December 17th, you've got Spider-Man, and a bunch of other stuff. West Side Story. I think that's that's December 10th. Let me see, I think the 22nd, you also got Sing 2, an animated movie.
Well, parents are going to bring out the kids go see Sing. So basically you have something for everybody. You got a kids movie for Sing, which is going to do a great job at the box office for that. It's going to have that crowd. But then you have The Matrix, like you said, which is a rated R movie. And then you also have The Kingsman, which is also a rated R film.
I don't know. I mean, the kid's bringing it out, but I think if it's an R-rated movie, it's going to limit the audience. And especially with Spider-Man coming out the previous, I think it's that week. To be honest, let me check for sure. Just the week, it's the Friday before, and then it's a Wednesday for December 22nd. So
it's only a week, and now it was like 2 weeks after. I would say, okay, you have your Spider-Man crowd, it's going to die off. Then this movie can actually do its damage at the box office. But considering the fact that it's only a week after, the MCU crowd is still going to go see a Spider-Man film because it's an MCU film. And it's also got a lot of hype building around it and surrounding it. So, yeah. But I don't see anybody coming out there and saying, you know what? I want to see Steven Spielberg's West Side Story.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, they've been working on that movie for a while, and we haven't seen the trailer for it. But I don't know. I mean, we that, and then who knows what pandemic's going to be like in December. The fact that, that, and then if it got pushed up to November, sure. But let me just see what's coming. Let me see what the November crowd is.
Okay, and I know James Bond comes out in November, but
October.
Okay, because I'm so used to seeing Bond in November. That's why I said November. But let me say this. I don't feel like Steven Spielberg is a household name like he once was. He had a lot more misses, especially with the BFG. You have other stuff that was surrounding Steven Spielberg and stuff like that. He's not as big of a name as he once was. And I'm always rooting for him to have that comeback. I just don't see the crowd, unless you have the musical crowd that would go on ahead and see a remake of West Side Story. I just don't see it working, but that's just me. But even though I'm not the demographic for that film, but I just don't see it working. That's just my thoughts on it.
Eternals is November 5th, but I definitely see that getting delayed depending on how they think Shang-Chi's going to do. Then the 11th is Afterlife, Ghostbusters.
I can see that making money.
I don't know. It depends how the pandemic works out. Again, I'm not 100% sure. King Richard's the 19th. So the 19th, you got King Richard, Top Gun Maverick. Again, I don't know. The King Richard's also same day on HBO Max and in theaters. Top Gun Maverick.
45 days after theater releases for Top Gun Maverick. But the thing that I'm worried about Top Gun Maverick is it's a sequel to Top Gun, which came out in the 80s, which is almost 30 years old or close to it. And we've seen how movies are after so many years, if it will actually hold up. So hopefully it'll still hold up and make money. But at the same time, I don't know if people would go on. I know there's a lot of Tom Cruise fans that would go see this movie, but I don't know if this movie would actually make money.
I think it will. I honestly see it making money. I think, I know the long wait, but sometimes it works out in its favor. Hence, Bad Boys for Life worked out in its favor. Again, I don't know. I think Top Gun's gonna making money, especially with all the trailers they've seen. Am I gonna spend money? No. I thought first Top Gun was okay, but with Tom Cruise doing his own stunts for that, I honestly see that being successful. But that's me. And then the week of Thanksgiving, you got Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City, House of Gucci, a Disney movie, and then that's November. So I don't know. I mean, it's not favorable in November. Maybe if they bump it October, but I don't see it ready for October. I see it getting pushed to January. I think that's the best time to do it.
Or February.
February is too packed.
Okay, so probably January then. But with that being said, what's your anticipation level as far as this film goes?
I mean, I'm at a 4. I mean, I'm excited for it. I've been at a 4 since I've seen the very first trailer. It was released last year. I've known all about it. Like, know that we're introducing the parachute. Like, I mean, I've seen so much of it. I'm like, all right, enough with the trailers. Just give us the damn movie. I'm like, I'm tired of seeing the trailers for it, like almost like every month there's a new one. It's like, all right, you're showing me trailers. That's great. Let's get to the movie. Yeah.
Okay. With me, I'm like a 4.5, to be honest with you. Like, I'm excited and everything, but I think 4.25 is perfect for my excitement level, because I am excited for it, and also to introducing a new way of watching the Kingsman movies. So anyways, with that being said, is there anything else that you wanted to say about this film and everything?
No, I mentioned it all. I mean, it's the prequel movie. This is before the Eggsy. And if everybody's thinking, is this Kingsman 3? No, this is technically not Kingsman 3. This is the prequel story. Kingsman 3 is going to happen, continuing and finishing up the Eggsy and Harry Hart story. There's been long articles, all before when they announced this movie's happening. The characters that get introduced in this one will show up in some capacity in the third Kingsman movie, the official third Kingsman movie with Eggsy. It's just like this, not to confuse. This is not Kingsman 3. And when everybody's, where's Eggsy? Eggsy's not in this one because this happens way before it. So, just so nobody's confused, this is a prequel movie before it all really started. Because, wait a minute, I've never heard of Rasputin yet, because Rasputin was is ancient history. So this is way before the events of the Kingsman movies. And for the record, I said I thought the Kingsman movie was the second one isn't as bad as everybody keeps saying it is. That will be another one I will have to defend it against John for. I tried doing that last night against him and Frenchie. Let's just say it didn't work out. It was pretty much a gain up session, but that's okay. I'm willing to defend it. So Kingsman 2 isn't as bad as John and Frenchie are saying. If you haven't seen it, watch it and determine your own opinion. That's all I'm going to say. Don't let John and Frenchie influence you into watching that movie.
And if you love that movie and everything, it's totally subjective. And I'm glad that you like that movie and you root for that movie. I celebrate the fact that you root for that movie if you're a fan of it. So with that being said, guys, go on ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also, to smash that bell on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. That gives you a chance to check out everything that we have at Movie Lovers Unite, and also gives you notifications when we have something new going on and when we're going live and all that other good stuff. Of course, if you want to donate to the channel, how do you do that? You just go to www.gofundme.com/Movie Lovers Unite podcast and donate over there. And then, of course, Tamara and I, we from Two Blur Girls podcast, we actually teamed up with St. Jude's Hospital, and all the proceeds go over to St. Jude's. So go ahead, get yourself a Cincy, and go ahead and support St. Jude's Hospital. Another thing too is, if you guys want an audio only podcast episode of our show and whatever we do here, you guys can get that wherever you guys get your podcast from. We are currently #1 on Good Pods, so go on ahead, head over to Good Pods and everything, rate us And also, two, tell us what you think about certain episodes so that way we can actually know a ballpark figure of what you guys like. Then, of course, you guys can always go ahead and follow me at Movie Lovers Unit on Twitter and also too on Instagram and Facebook. And of course, all those social medias are on Pinterest at Movie Lovers, TV Lovers Unite over there. And that's everywhere that you guys can follow me at. It's been real. It's been fun. I can't wait to do this again. And thank you so much, Charlie, for wanting to do this trailer reaction for our neighbors watching trailers. And I can't wait to do it again. And have a good rest of your day, guys. And bye-bye.